Oh my goodness, I'm super excited. Hi guys, welcome back to the Holyish podcast. Welcome back, welcome back. Super excited. We are officially in 2026. 2026. I love it. Energy, okay? Like, come with the energy. It's your host here, JoJo, guys. Super excited to be back with you. Alongside, I got your boy here, Danny De Niro.
Yeah.
Yes. Today we're just gonna roll right into it. It's the new year. We might as well just top it off with that. Hope you guys had a great new year, by the way. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. You're able to bring it in the way you wish to continue it throughout the year. Me personally, and Danny too. We bought in the new year at church. It was a really great time. We had a worship night service. It was beautiful. Full house, packed out. It was amazing to see everyone coming in and children, not even children, but young adults, teenagers, high school students on fire for Christ. I love to see it. It was such a good time, such a memorable experience. Strangers getting to know each other, meeting each other, laughing, dancing, having a great time. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful segue. How did you feel about it, Danny? What was your takeaway?
Before I even walked into the building, I realized I got to work on changing my narrative. And what I mean by that, for those of you that don't know me, I'm walking around with horns on my head because the sheer mention of I'm going to church for New Year's, there wasn't a one shocked individual when I told them that's what I was going to be doing.
Yeah.
So then it made me kind of like, I'm like, damn, I got to self-reflect. Like, am I that bad? Like,
not bad at all.
I'm like, am I that bad? Like,
no, not at all.
Like what? Do I only step foot in the church or somebody in the box? Like, is it that like so mind blowing that I would just attend church? Like, I had a buddy of mine that was like, oh, are you reborn? Or I had another person's like, oh, what lady are you trying to impress? And I had another person that was like, oh, I know the world's going to an end now. Like, it was just a bunch of.
Everybody shocked to see that. That's
Yeah. And then to sort of fast forward to when I went. Thank you, by the way, for the invite.
Absolutely.
Like I mentioned to you that night, I walked out of there with like a mentality of like, I kind of want to move a little different this year, and a sense of I want like everything to kind of like have a purpose and to be like substance based. Yeah. The yesteryear times of just doing things to just do it with no equity, no substance, no nothing coming back. I think I'm kind of good off that. Like. Yeah. I want to, like I said, I just want to move with some purpose. Like, I want my moves to be meaningful, And then, like, we had like so many people that transitioned last year, some celebrities, some people that I knew, things of that nature. And sometimes I get caught up in my head and I start thinking about like legacy. Like, what are you going to be remembered by? Are you just going to be a Facebook post and in a week you're just forgotten forever?
Absolutely.
Or are you going to be here with this time and do something that is going to more or less change the game? Like, what are you going to be remembered by? Like, what legacy are you going to leave behind? So that is kind of like what pushed me in that direction of, that's why I want to kind of move with some substance and purpose going forward, because I want to be remembered. I mean, I'm sure I got some things out there I'll be remembered for like some good deeds and whatnot, but I want the narrative to be more so lean towards mostly good deeds and not, oh my God, this guy's going to church. Like, even my pops, I talked to him on the phone yesterday, and he was just kind of like, oh, how was your New Year's and da-da-da-da. Because, in January, everybody you talk to, that's what it's going to be. How's your New Year's and all that kind of stuff. Well, these bills, man. Help me these bills now.
Still the first of the month.
Yeah. First of the year, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he was just kind of like, he was, same thing. He was like, oh, you went to church. He was just kind of like, so how was that?
It's like,
He's like, did you enjoy yourself? Did you take away anything from that, you know. And I'm not gonna drag it out, but I essentially told him the same exact thing that I just mentioned. Absolutely. And he's like, good. I love that for you. And then like almost anybody, when I bring you up, then he's just like, oh, so who's the girl?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's just a friend. Oh, yeah, just a friend. Okay, yeah.
I get the same reaction all the time.
just a friend.
Like,
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. But I say all that to say, yeah, my New Year's is starting great, starting wonderful.
Absolutely.
And like I mentioned on the last episode, I just kind of want to keep this energy going for the rest of the year and then only go up from here.
Absolutely. Yep. I love it. I think I resonate with a lot of that, honestly, that you said. I can agree for sure with just being more intentional about the rooms that I'm in, being more intentional about the people that I'm surrounded by, the things that I'm doing. I love that so much. The way he put it with having purpose and just having substance with the things that you're choosing to do, because I mean, tomorrow's not promised, and we want to be remembered doing something that's somewhat impactful. And that's why I'm so excited for all of the fruits that are coming forward this year. Holyish being one of them, one of the great fruits of it. I'm so excited about it. I can definitely resonate as well with just that legacy thought process. I have a niece who looks up to me tremendously, a younger sister, my nephews, and things of that sort. So there's people that are coming behind me that are watching me, watching my every moves and things like that. And I just think it's important to keep the momentum going. I know for me, earlier in life, I used to view it wrong, and now that I have the right articulation for it, I guess I can word it this way. I used to start a lot of things and I wouldn't really finish or follow through with them, and I beat myself up a long time for that. Like, what is it about that? And now that I'm in a space where I'm finding what it is that I actually love and what I'm passionate about, I think I was listening to, I don't remember what motivational speaker, but some years ago I was listening to someone and they were talking about how your purpose in life is going to be that one thing that you wake up and you do without even thinking about it, that just comes naturally to you. And when I actually sat down and thought about that, for me, it was words. It was communication. It was writing. It was like, that's what I've done my entire life. So that was the one thing that I could just say, like, I've always done this. It's always come easy to me. I've always loved it. I always felt free when doing it. And now I'm in a season where I'm actually able to take that serious, and I'm able to do something with that actually can have an impact. And I just think it's beautiful. So excited for the things that are coming up in the new year. It's been amazing. So really excited. Yeah,
definitely. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a few things you got cooking behind the scenes that can't really speak on at the moment, but when the time is right, we will. Yeah. And pay attention to this girl, because 2026, you know how a lot of people say, this my year? Yeah. Like, no, this is really her year. Yeah. Like, she's about to claim this year. Yes, for sure.
Absolutely. And it's just coming from a place of gratitude. It's not, like, I think the most beautiful thing about all of it is that my heart posture isn't in a place where it's like, oh, I got to get the people, I got to get this and I got to get that. It's like, I really just want to be able to do something that is going to impact God's kingdom, that is going to give him glory through it all, that's going to be able to touch his sons and his daughters in a way that I know that I needed to be touched. And I know that when I was going through my transitions and my trials and tribulations and things like that, like, I want to be able to provide what I was able to find to you guys as well. Because we're all on a journey. We're all on a path. We're all figuring this thing out. It's, you know, whether you're holy in your belief and you're grounded in your belief, or whether you are somewhere in between, or you may just be on a whole other end of it. Like, there's no real right or wrong way. The thing is just to be open about it. And I just want to be able to provide the little nuggets that I needed along the way, and maybe someone to be able to, you know, use those as well. So I'm excited about it.
Definitely. I had a question. I don't know if it would be appropriate. You okay with going a little dark?
Come on, like, yeah, let's do it. What's the question? Let's talk about it.
What's your thoughts on suicide, like self-transitioning?
Okay, yeah.
And the reason I'm bringing this up, I don't want this to be like I don't want this to be like a red alert. Like, is he thinking about taking himself out? Like,
come on now,
like, hold up, we got things to do.
Listen, you better come talk to me first. Like, we can work this thing out. Listen. What?
Oh man, no, but the reason I bring it up is because a few months back, this guy. I'm not gonna mention his name or anything for for other reasons, but yeah, he was he was in my league or whatever, in my fantasy football league, and after week 1 or whatever, like by the time week 2 rolled around, he died. Wow. Without, there was no mention of, it was like real close to the chest, like nobody knew what happened. Yeah. And so everybody was just kind of like speculating what was, what, that kind of whole thing. And I guess like he used to work out a lot, and I guess he was like addicted to like, C4 energies and Red Bulls and all that kind of stuff. So my mind immediately went to like, oh, well, maybe something like with his heart, maybe something like that. And I was just at peace with it in my mind, like, wasn't meant to happen, but it happened, Yeah. But a friend of mine, they informed me of what actually happened. And I guess he, I don't know if he self-transitioned, but he shot himself in the chest and the head. So, trigger warning, sorry. He self-inflicted gunshot wounds to the chest and to the head. Now, me, I'm like a wild thinker, right? Mm-hmm. So when I heard that news, I started thinking about what I originally thought. Maybe it was something with his heart or something. So like I was thinking like, what if he was in pain and it was no way to stop the pain but to take himself out, Or maybe he did just want to self-transition. I mean, I feel like there's so many different ways that could have went, for sure. Because, you shoot yourself in the chest and then you shoot yourself in the head. It's like,
that's a quick motion too. Like, you don't got time to think about nothing to be able to.
Yeah. Like, maybe like, maybe you wanted to go out this way and you hit yourself here and didn't work. Yeah. So then that's,
I don't know. First of all, I appreciate this question and this topic because it is something that is pretty close to me. Okay. Not like me as in self, because but so before I moved to Texas, I lived in Greenville, South Carolina, and being there, I don't know if I want to say witnessed, because not like directly in front of me, but I had been impacted by more suicidal deaths than I had ever seen in my life. It was mind-blowing, honestly, and it is something that makes you sit and think, and you want to ask your questions, especially when it's someone that's a little close to you, that you see on an everyday basis, and someone that you work closely with. And honestly, that 3 of the, I think, 4 or 5 that I knew of when I was there, I worked with them, with or for them. And it does make you sit and think, like, what was happening in their mind at that time, what would make them do something like this, and it's one of those things where you just never know what people are going through, what they're experiencing, and how people cope and how they deal with other things. And a lot of times people could be smiling on the outside, and they could be, exuding this bright light, in the true inner secret parts of their lives, they could be troubled and struggling with things. So I think it's just always important to check in on your people. It's important to have conversations. It's important to listen and be able to, especially if it's not your responsibility at all. So I don't want anyone to like take on responsibilities for anyone else's happiness or anyone else's joy. But if it's someone that you love or someone that you care about, sometimes just take the time out to check on them, make sure they're good, check on their mental health, have those conversations. And also, I just want to touch on one specific one. I'm just trying to see how I want to say this, but I feel like it's okay for me to say it because his mom has went very public with everything that's happened. It's out there. It's all over. There is a petition that is out there for you guys to sign. If I can find that on my phone, I will actually probably link that below for you guys to go ahead and sign the petition as well. Greenville City Police Department neglected to hold certain individuals accountable, a really good friend of mine, and his mom is a good friend of mine as well. He was attacked at a local bar in Greenville, and he was attacked by the bouncers that worked there. Brutally attacked, kicked in his head. He suffered traumatic brain injury. He suffered from, he was hospitalized for multiple days. Just terrible situation. They're wearing tactical boots, kicking him in his head, all types of things of that sort. He was hospitalized, and afterward, with the traumatic brain injury, it ultimately ended up leading to him taking his own life. And very traumatic experience for all of us in the restaurant that I was working in at the time, because we were very close-knit. I can literally name everybody that worked in there at the time, because that's how family-oriented we were. We all, not only did we work together, we laughed together, we ate together, we hung out together, game nights, like all of the things like we did together, and we were a family, we are a family. And it was just, it was a pretty, it was a devastating time for all of us. Especially his mother. He was her only child, not just her only son, her only child. She had him when she was 15 years old. So imagine like having that, up until, so to reel it all back in and back to the original question, my thoughts on suicide. It's something that's near and dear to me. I think it's very important. I think that awareness of it is very important. And God, I appreciate this question a lot. Yeah, y'all, we just got to make sure that we're checking in on our people. The last time I talked to him, it was weird because it was brief, but when I seen him, like, chills came over my body. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know what it was. And I'm just working, doing my normal thing. Like, I'm bouncing around, being my happy, joyous self. Like, oh, la, la, la. And then I look at him, and I got chills over my body, and I shook it off. Like, I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, I don't know what that was. And just kept moving and going about my day. And then the next day, I get a phone call that, like, he's gone. And I'm like, whoa. Rush to the restaurant, whole thing, ordeal. And it's just, one of those things. So check on your people, man. Tell them you love them. Make sure that you're spending the time, you're taking the time out of our busy schedules to check in on each other, because we never know what someone's dealing with or what they're going through, for sure.
Yeah. I got a story I'll say for another time. Yeah. Because I'm sure we'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'll just say that as a person who's also familiar with going into like a dark space, I would say, what if that's not enough? Like checking in with somebody. For example, we don't know, every scenario is a different scenario. Absolutely. Like why do you feel so much pain that you don't want to be here no more? Yeah. Could be numerous amounts of different reasons. But I would say, I understand checking in on them, right? But what if they've had enough though? Yeah. Even if you check in on them, like they just had enough, and it's like.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I think that's why I just kind of mentioned that. Like, I don't think it's anyone's responsibility to take on, because that's important too. Because like if God forbid, but just for scenario purposes, what I mean, that was the situation, and I'm calling, I'm checking in on you, I'm making sure your mental health is there, and then that ended up happening. Lord forbid. I'm sure you wouldn't want me to carry the responsibility of that, and I wouldn't want to carry the responsibility of that either. So it's just one of those things like, no, checking in may not be the solution to the problem. It may not stop the problem. It may not stop them from hurting, but it does give an opportunity for them to be able to open up, so that they are aware that maybe that door is there, even if whether they take it or not, that reaching hand is there. Whether they decide to reach out and grab it back or not, it is there. You know what I mean? And I don't think that goes without notice, because it's only a certain capacity that we do have as, I feel like, as humans, like, and everyone's is different, but we only go to a certain capacity. And I don't know. I don't know if it's our job or duty to try to prevent these things from happening, but it is, in my opinion, And in my faith, in my walk with God, I think that it is very important to pray for your people, pray for individuals, pray for their healing, pray for what they're going through, what they may be going through. It may seem small to you. It may seem like it's not that big of a deal to you, or they may not even let you in completely to know all of the ins and outs of how deep it is. But pray for your people. Pray for people who you don't know. Pray for strangers. Pray for, you know what I mean? And put those prayers out there, because when prayers go up, blessings come down, and you never know what a prayer can impact and how it can change what lives are on the other end of your prayers, who's being impacted on the other end of them. So I just think it's important to just fall in prayer, getting your secret place in your prayer closet. And I just want to add this really quick. I do know that I've noticed in my prayer life that's been growing and elevating, I feel the most full, and I feel the most I don't know how I want to word it. I see the most results. I feel the most full when I'm praying for other people. My prayer is more powerful when I'm praying for other people than it is when I'm praying for myself. Don't get me wrong. I pray for myself. I cover my home. I cover my car. I cover my friends, my family, the ones close to me. But when I start praying about people who I don't know, when I start praying about people who wronged me, who did me wrong, who whatever in the midst, maybe they may be my enemy, maybe whatever it is, and I pray for them, that's when I feel the strongest. That's when I feel the Holy Spirit come in the most. So I feel like that's when it's most impactful, and that's when we could probably, in a spiritual realm, maybe prevent something from happening. God can send a blessing down, and he can change that person's heart, change that person's mind, clear that depression out. And I just feel like the answer to that is really just, it's God, it's prayer. We have to be able to connect in that way, and we have the direct line to him. So fall down in prayer.
I like that. Yeah. I like that. I'll close it with this. If you had the option, I feel like I know what you're gonna say, but if you feel like if you had the option, let's say you knew somebody, I'll just use me for example. Yeah. Let's say I'm going through so much pain, and my time on here, I feel like I'm done, right? Yeah. Would you prefer if I checked out without you knowing? Or if I gave you, like, I guess, I don't know, sounds weird saying like some common courtesy, and I was like, hey friend, like, I'm going to check out, but I just want to hang out with you one last time or something like that. Like, what would you prefer?
And I'm going to answer this from being, from just being in my shoes and who I am and where my faith lies. Mm. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. But I think I can honestly say that I would want you to tell me, because I would want you to tell me because of where I stand and who I am in Christ. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because of the communication that I have with Christ, because you know that I have a direct prayer line to him, and not that we all don't, everybody has a direct line. That's a gift that's freely given to each and every one of us. So that's not just a me thing, but with our friendship and you knowing how I pray and how I war in the spirit and how I can get in here and I know how to intercess, and I know how to get in an intercession, and I know how to stand in the gap, and because I have just a little bit of experience, and I'm gaining more, but I have experience doing so. I would hope for the opportunity to be able to really pray for you and be able to really cover you in prayer, and there's just the opportunity to do that. And even if it doesn't change your mind or it doesn't change how you feel, hopefully it could give you some peace in that, and some, but that would be hard either way. Like, knowing and not knowing, I don't know. It would be very difficult either way. That's not to say that it would be easier knowing. I think I would want the opportunity to be able to cover you. Yeah. Yeah.
If the question was on me, I think I probably wouldn't want to know. Yeah. If I'm being honest. Yeah. And it's only because I know the type of person I am.
Don't carry that.
Not even that. Like, I feel like if you let me know something like that, you can never leave my sight again. Like, I know the type of person I am. Yeah. Like, I'm with you when you go to the bathroom. Like, you're with me. Like, we're working the same job. Yeah. Like, I'm just never going to trust you to be alone until, I don't know until when, because I would just feel like, and this kind of circles back to what you said, it's not nobody's responsibility, but I know the kind of person I am. I would take on all that. Yeah. you know, and it probably would make things tougher for me.
Absolutely.
But it would just be real tough for me to know that you came to me with that, and then I said goodbye, and then next day,
Yeah.
you know, it's like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's just really dope, because it's like, even with this or with anything, like, I think we all want to just do everything that we can. And when we fall short, we feel that feeling of like, I could have done more, I should have done more, or what if I would have done this, or what if I had watched her every move beforehand, what would be different? And I think that that's just important to realize that, not just on the suicidal note, but the inevitable is going to happen. We all have a day that our number is going to be called.
Yep.
And the most important thing that we can do is live our lives to be the best versions of ourselves that we can, to grow as much as we can, to evolve as much as we can, at whatever pace and journey that is. Like, not comparing to one another, but whatever that may look like for you individually. And yeah, that would be tough knowing, but it's one of those things where I think I am the type of person that does kind of take the harder road sometimes. Like, I think that I kind of do that without even thinking about it. Like, I was having a conversation with someone a few months back, and they were like, well, why didn't you just finish going to college? And why didn't you just do this? Or why would you go all the way over there when you could just do this here with all of your family? And I think I do have like a pattern or like habit of like taking the harder way. But it all pays off for me. It works out for me. You know, I think if it were easy and it were meant to be easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be whatever you deem success as, everybody would be there. So sometimes the harder way is, you know, I don't want to say better way, but yeah, essentially. But yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, sorry guys. I warned you guys. I was the ish. I was gonna, you know.
Hey, he delivered gracefully. He delivered ish gracefully. You know, like, I think that was beautiful. I wasn't expecting that, but
okay.
I love it.
All right.
I'm here for it.
All right. Sweet. Yeah, I don't even know how to follow up on that one.
It was deep. We went a little deep. Let me see. I might have some in the Q notes here. Let me see what we got. Because Jesus. But yeah, guys, I don't know. If you know anyone who is, you know, thinking about, or you yourself is, like, reach out to someone, guys. Please get help. Whether it be therapy, whether it be just a friend in prayer, whether it be, I mean, reach out to us. Like, look, don't unalive yourself, because Jesus loves you. We love you. You are loved. You have a reason to live in this world. You have a purpose out here. And just because you may have not discovered it yet doesn't mean you're not going to. And honestly, I love that, because it brings it back full circle to earlier. Just how I didn't know I would be sitting here at the top of 2026. I had no idea that this is how my year was going to start. And honestly, I went through a lot of different, not even different, but like, y'all, the lonely nights, the tears, literally walking in answered prayers. So I would just say, be patient. Like, don't rush your process. Don't rush your journey. Don't compare yourself to other people and where they may be, because your time is your time. Take it from somebody who, listen, I've been counted out by most.
Yeah.
But I'm here, and I'm here to tell the story of it today. So don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Keep your passion alive. Keep your purpose alive, because you were here for a reason. I'm so ready for the other project, because it's gonna change lives. Oh my goodness, God, it's gonna change lives.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Y'all pay attention.
Oh. And it's so beautiful, but it sucks at the same time, because it's so much that I want to say, but I have to like save it for you know. And it's like, I want to get to y'all now,
like And I'll close up on my end just by saying, you know, it's kind of like what I led with, like I want to move with like purpose and substance and whatnot. So if you have people like that, just show them what their substance is. At least, you know, if they don't see it, show them what their substance is to you. You know, show them what their purpose is to you. Maybe that'll, you know, spark something inside of them. Maybe that'll open up their eyes to see something that they didn't see. You know, because some people, you know, they don't realize their impact on individuals unless you let them know. It's like they say, people don't get the flowers while they're still here to smell them. You know, just just do what you can as a friend, as a family member, or even as a complete stranger if you happen to have the opportunity. Just give somebody hope.
I love
And that's all you can do is give somebody hope.
That's so beautiful, and it's so real.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
You never know who's impacting your day, who's impacting your life. This is dope. Oh.
Yeah. I think that's a good one to wrap on that.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
did
that's a
that.
good one.
You nailed that.
Nah, you did that.
I love it.
You did that. Yeah, she's just humble. She's her, y'all. She's her at the.
Listen, man, we're doing this together. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the connection. I'm grateful for the environment, the atmosphere. Yes, this has been dope.
Y'all see this piece over here? All this.
Listen.
Dropped a little ambiance sound right there. A little sprinkle sound. But yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in, and
Appreciate y'all.
remember, every Sunday,
tune in to the Holyish podcast, and we love you. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you so much.
whoop.